We should be live. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Trumpet. Hello, Rikush. Hello, Sapphire. Hello, Luke. How are y'all doing today? Have a good weekend.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Bollet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
See, Ned says that Henry's a nice guy. I have questions about why Henry has glossy eyebrows. We'll get into that. But Trump's been busy, as always. Rikush says, I watched cooking shows and played games during the weekend. Oh, nice! Hey. 5-stream streak. Hey, that's a whole week. That's pretty good. Also, I do love the house. Wait a minute. Like, every house I build in The Sims looks just like that. Whoops. Yeah, I'm a few games behind. They kind of changed the style a few games ago, and then they changed the style again, and their previous game, I'd heard very mixed things. So, new game is out. I'm waiting to hear like what people think of it. It's like, I didn't like the styles that they were changing to. I miss these old games, which is why I'm replaying all of them. So I'm just waiting for the reviews to roll in. Ooh, Sapphire says I have exciting news. I got my first commission to do a VTuber model. Oh, that's nice. Commissions are exciting. Like, it's just so validating. Rikush says it's worse when something you love changes style and it's no longer as appealing. Yeah. It's like, there for a while at least, they kind of, it felt more like a hidden object game. And I do like some hidden object games, but it just, that big of a change didn't work for me, and yeah. Okay. So Trumpet asks, does this Nancy Drew game have the Hardy Boys in it too? Not that I know of. I mean, there are several where you can call them. I think the only ones they're like actively in are Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon and Creature of Kaput Cave. Oh, so Nancy has a scrapbook on her desk, and you can look at you can look at stuff from her past cases. Some of the spreads are pretty cool, and I like being able to see them all in order. I think it's very clever. Hey Benjamin, how you doing? How was your weekend? All right, should probably get into it. Junior detective as always. Ooh. Best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights. I know, right? I love the house. I build that house in The Sims all the time. All right. Let's visit the spooky old house.
Hello? Anybody here? Hi, the door was open.
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Do we trust a strange old lady's random herbal remedy? Think I've got nothing against herbal remedies, but I don't think I trust her yet, so... Luke says, no. And Trumpet says, sure, what could go wrong? I need to figure out how to use the polls and stuff. So people can vote on my stupid decisions. Roy says, somebody giving you an apple or something to drink? No. Benjamin says, do it, YOLO. We're still 2-2. Hi, Roy. How you doing? Oh, man. Nancy's naturally suspicious. I'm thinking... no. Benjamin says my vote counts twice. I'm doing all right. Just remembered I forgot to switch laundry to the dryer, but oh well. It'll be fine. Like, I'm doing great at this adulting thing. Beaker says, I was just browsing the Steam store and I got jump scared by an ad, a very loud French ad. Why and how? I don't know. I know that on YouTube, there for like 6 months, all of my ads were in Spanish. I had watched like French videos, I'd watched Korean videos, I think I'd watched a couple Japanese videos. I had not watched any Spanish videos, and for 6 months all my ads were in Spanish, and then it just stopped again. So I have no idea. It was very weird. All right, let's go with no, we're not drinking the random stuff. Oh gosh.
No thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this... well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. The smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, you know, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amond. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No, no emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
All right, Luke, can we make our house look like this? Would that be okay? It says, I laugh when my virus protection tells me your IP address is exposed and it thinks I'm thousands of miles away from where I actually am. Nice. Like, look at that. It's cream, but in like a dark academia way. I'm a big fan. Look at all the woodwork, all the details. I'm distracted again, always with the interior design. I just, and there's books everywhere. Lucian says it's a little spooky. Exactly. So am I. Hello, how you doing? Let's see. We already have the books. This is true. Let's see. They got wallpaper panels going on. All right, let's talk to Henry.
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
Okay, legitimately, what is going on with his eyebrows? Like, I keep trying to figure out, are they just a different color than his hair and they're supposed to be like a shaved stripe kind of thing? Or are his eyebrows metallic? Like, I'm puzzled.
Do you mind?
Not really. Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Huh?
You look pretty busy.
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare.
He made you his executor? You two must have been close.
Not really. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
I sure can, but I'm not going to. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
She says that solving mysteries is kind of a hobby with her. Kind of a hobby? That is a 24/7 passion, ma'am.
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Okay. And now it's poking around time. Let's see. Miniature Modelers of America. This one has something in it. It has an eyeball. A blue starburst kind of thing. Okay. It's the only one with an eyeball in it.
Yes?
Can't ask him about the eye yet.
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea. Nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
He never got married?
No way. I can't imagine anyone putting up with him for a day, let alone for a lifetime.
I'll check back with you later.
Groovy.
Nice and dark. Ah. It's about teeth. Guana that we can't bother yet. Alright, let's go snoop in the front room where we got knocked out. But I want to see it. Ooh. Okay, wait, what is that called? Is it a Dutch angle? What's the thing where you have the camera just slightly crooked to imply that something is off? I think it's a Dutch angle. Could be wrong. Alright. Good luck, Glaciation. Yeah, I like that they're doing that with the hallway. I do like the aesthetic here. Weird portraits, one of them missing. Oh. Paper with a footprint. Whoops. We found a puzzle. Let's try this way. Yeah. Oop. I like the little punchy bot. Ha 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 ha. Then, let's see. How can I do this? Okay, because I can walk it there to there to there. But then if I walk it down, it's going to be stuck in the corner. Or Can I like this? Huh? Huh? Okay. Whoop. Okay, okay. Getting somewhere. Boom. Ta-da! Second eyeball. This one's red. Okay. And again, I really like this very kind of quirky, traditional, lots of detail thing going on where it's like light colors but still feels dark. Very cozy. And there is a giant scale model cemetery because doesn't everyone have that as a hobby? Ooh, this guy's like got a dark red sclera with a yellow iris. So many glass eyes. This scale model has an alligator. Wow, that is some OG Nancy Drew music. Just wow. All right. Check other stuff out and come back to that. Ooh. Luke says Gator yawns the same way I do early in the morning. Wait a minute. Riku says today a vacuum cleaner fell on my phone and broke my protective screen. Aw, man. That's a bummer. Okay, we have a receipt somewhere called Zeke's. And do a little more snooping. So, ooh, that's fun. Okay, hang on. So up here. Okay, I know it's just like an empty little like bedroom, but I really like this room. Rikush has question. Okay, you have question about stream? It's another eye. That one's like a gold. She asks, is Nancy Drew like a detective or just a person who appears at the wrong time in the wrong place and is just very curious? So, yeah, she is a cozy mystery type amateur detective. So she is not a detective. She is a very curious person who runs into a lot of mysteries. But because she has solved so many mysteries, when friends or friends of friends have mysteries, they're like, I'll bet Nancy could figure this out. She's smart and very, very nosy. So it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. Like she's so good at detecting that people act like she's a detective, even though she's not. Meeker says, honestly, I would start assuming that Nancy is the cause of so much weird stuff. I know, right? I've seen people joke about how Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote is like the most prolific serial killer in all of fiction. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Now that's gothic. I do love all the very, very gothic vibes in this one. Let's see.
All done.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Can't check that off yet. I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
Okay.
All done.
That.
Check.
And. Okay. So we need to snoop around more. I know Jessica Fletcher and Nancy Drew could be cellmates. To be fair, like, you know, Murder, She Wrote is murders. Nancy Drew, it's usually just like fake hauntings. I'm not sure why there are so many fake hauntings. Like, I've never faked a haunting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever faked a haunting. So, is this like a common pastime that I just haven't gotten into yet?
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
I like this. I want one of these. Luke says we wouldn't be able to get away with it because of those meddling kids.
Looks like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of them, I grow 'em in pots.
There's nothing quite like cooking with fresh herbs, that's for sure.
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
She's just trying to build too much hype for herself. All right, that's
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
What kind of belongings?
Just little things, odds and ends, really. But the lawyers made it very clear that no assets were to be liquidated until all of Dr. Bolay's affairs are settled. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery inside?
That is a very good question. I first noticed the canvas was missing after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. But as for why it was missing, I do not know.
Hey, Boomer. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Nancy Drew, Legend of the Legendary Legend Fish. Level 10 fishing. Got that. Iridium rod. Check. Pork bobber. Check. Etc. etc.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
Like, what was in the thing you wanted me to drink? And her response is, never you mind. You're not even going to narrow that down?
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
So I've known like 2 women who said things like that. Both were massage therapists, oddly enough. One of them has narcissistic personality disorder, and the other one had severe lead poisoning.
I'll leave you to your potting.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Boley passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
Hey, welcome back, Sapphire. Get your adulting done. Oh dear.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
I found a fruit. Roy says, my aunt was supposed to be a witch, but when she found out I was the 7th child, she always kept an eye on me. Oh, Sapphire says, yes, Hubs needed an NSAID painkiller, and I didn't know what to get, so I had to help. Ah, okay. So it's just wipe off the roundup and you've got yourself a treat. Okay, so we're not getting that. That spider has fangs. Nice. Totally safe snack filled with pesticides. Yummy, yummy pesticides. Yeah. Got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes. It is a really cool garden. Gotta give them that. Yeah. And there's fireflies. Oh. Hello there. Nancy's just wandering around randomly stealing stuff. Boomer says, did I just hear a hint of your next house flipper? Well, I mean, it's not a surprise that I've been doing houses for all the Nancy Drew games. Sapphire says that house and the Thornton house make no sense. There are several houses that make no sense. Did you notice the Secret of Shadow Ranch house? Because when we played that, I realized for the first time they do not have a single kitchen cabinet. Like, there are no bedrooms, there's no way to get to bedrooms. There's nothing. They have a living room and a kitchen with no cabinets. That's it. That's the whole house. Like, and yeah, this one also, there's only a few rooms, and I'm okay with there being only a few rooms that are accessible. But like, Like, JJ's apartment makes sense because there's like a hallway that goes back to the bedrooms, and while we can't go back there except to sleep, we can tell that there is more to the apartment. Same with the apartment in Stay Tuned for Danger. It has, well, I guess that one's a townhouse thing, but it has an upstairs where Nancy goes to sleep, so we know there's more up there. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake also has an upstairs where Nancy goes to sleep, so we know that these houses have more rooms. We can see kind of where they're accessed, and so we can assume there's bedrooms, there's bathrooms, if there's other parts of a house up there. But then there's ones like this, or the Secret Shadow Ranch house, or whatever, where it's just, you know, there's like 3 rooms, and it's not enough house. It's very weird. Yeah, there's a countertop, but it's like solid underneath. It's not a cabinet. It is the weirdest thing. Like, it is tiled across the front.
Yes?
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Oh dear.
Renee says she noticed the canvas for one of the paintings in the gallery was missing shortly after Bruno died.
So she says. All I know for sure is that it's gone. It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
What?
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
I'm going to keep looking around.
Awesome.
He's so grumpy. Yeah, he is just really going for the ennui. That's the voice. Luke says he sounds like Spencer Clavin. I was trying to place who the heck he sounded like. I was this close to pausing the stream so that I could look up who the voice actor is. It's like, he reminds me of somebody. Who is it? I don't think it's who it actually is, but who is it that it sounds like? That's it. Thank you. Oh gosh.
Check. Still have to do that. All done. All done.
Okay, call Bess about the receipt I found.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay. 3872. Okay. Let's call Bess.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open, so I walked in.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, And what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Beth,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Beth, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Beth, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well, I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Sapphire says, I love Bess so much. She's the only sane and rational one in these games, I swear. I know, right? And like, as a kid, I was all, oh, I'm gonna be like Nancy. I'm like Nancy. And the older I get, the more like, I'm pretty sure I'm a Bess. I don't think I'm a Nancy. I think I'm a Bess. Like, tell me all about the fun adventures you had, and I will be properly enthusiastic in my responses. I'll do the and everything, and I'll stay home and cook nice snacks, and it'll be great. Oh yeah, love Zeke's. I felt like I haven't read a lot of the older ones since I was a kid, but I remember really liking her in those. And then more recently, I read some of the newer books. And when I say newer, I mean the ones from like the 90s. And she was just, I really felt like they simplified her quite a bit. There is that. Like, yeah. Bess and George were both described in very, very simple ways. Like, Nancy is described like she has main character syndrome. Not just like she's the main character, like she has main character syndrome. There's even a mummy. See, I'd hang out in this shop. I'd be having a great time. I'd also use a lot of these things to decorate my own home, so there's that. Mystical toast. Yeah. Sapphire says I could not go in there. I would have no money. Yes. I don't need a mystical tonic or whatever for that. I'll cry anyway. Alright, let's see.
Hey, doing a little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules...
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted, unknown items I bought from Henry Boley. And, that's all I can tell you.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Can you tell me what was in the box?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Luke says, I thought Nancy's voice changed and realized we're playing as Bess. Yep. I feel like this game did a good job of fleshing Bess out, too. Like, making her more of a character than the voice on the phone. There for a while, they did a good job, like, involving Nancy's friends more and having them be, like, fuller characters. Ooh, Sapphire says no spoilers, but I just beat the new Nancy game. Did you like it? And how did it stack up against other games? Said, I'm waiting for reviews to come in before I, like, get into it at all. I mean, there's at least 2 games that I still haven't played at all, and I think it was Labyrinth of Lies I never beat. I got maybe halfway through and just fizzled out, which was really sad to me because it had like a Hades and Persephone thing going on, so it should be one of my favorites, and I just could not get into it. I really struggled when they changed up the style.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
Ooh. Okay, Sapphire says, my opinion. Okay. I'm asking for opinions. Story itself wasn't bad, but it is super hard to follow. Okay. The first thing I thought of was The Silent Spy. I really struggled with that one. Graphics were awful. Does have WASD movement or point and click, so that's nice. Story isn't linear, so it's super hard to actually figure out what you need to do. Ooh. Like, we play these games partly because it's on those nice tight rails, so that we don't have to think too much about which puzzle to do next. We're just solving the puzzles as they come up.
Is Henry Boulay a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Boulay didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Okay, I kind of love the description, knick-knack heaven.
What's up with all those bottles of weird stuff over there?
Hoodoo's something some of the more superstitious people around here practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags, it can give you a supernatural edge in your daily life.
I still haven't played Midnight in Salem because just the screenshots and teaser that they put out, I was like, I should love this and I already don't. And they'd had several games in a row where like, I should love it and I don't. So I just, yeah. But I just replay the games that I did like over and over. Like, was it Tomb of the Lost Queen? I should love that. It's Egyptology. I didn't like it. Ghost of Thornton Hall. It's a ghost in a mansion. Like, I should love that. I didn't like it. My gosh, there was at least one more. But, oh yeah, Labyrinth of Lies. Like Hades and Persephone. I should love it, and I again, I fizzled out halfway through. I think it is the only Nancy Drew game that I've started and haven't beaten. So
I'd probably poison myself.
Hey, I hear ya, but I can't knock it, cause let me tell ya, the stuff I got in here sells like hotcakes. Somebody thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
I think I'll look around some more.
Take your time.
Hmm.
Ooh, they weren't kidding. Ooh, PU.
I kind of want that on like a soundboard. Hit a button. Ew, PU.
This might come in handy.
Oof. Okay. Yeah. Sapphire says it really feels like the same as Midnight in Salem, where they had us waiting and waiting and then served us. Which, yeah. Like, Midnight in Salem, I've seen them trying so hard to hype it, and it's like, you can't hype it. That's not gonna work. We already know. And then with this new one, they've been hyping it and hyping it. And I'm just like, I don't believe you. Sapphire says, I do think this one is better than Midnight in Salem. But my opinion is the one you listen to. I suggest to save your money. If it goes on sale for like $5, then it's worth it, but not for $32. $32 for a Nancy Drew game? No. Like, yeah. The newer ones, for me, kind of scratch the same itch as hidden object games. And Big Fish has hidden object game sales where you can get 3 for $15. So I could get 6 games for that price. Boomer says I played a 99-cent hidden object game today called 100 Hidden Snails. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Let's see.
Did that.
Okay. Bess is supposed to come up with a way to distract Lamont. Oh boy. Alright, so when you step on here... Okay, hang on. This is gonna take me a minute.
That doesn't quite cut it.
Okay. Oh wow, Boomer says, I thought it was cute. Thought it would take me longer though, but they have about 19 or 20 others. Wow. I really like these, like, like, we get these hidden object puzzle adventure type games. Oh man, I'm trying to remember where stuff goes in this. Here. Hold on. This should go here because that's where the outlet is. So at least I've got that. Oh, that goes there. Try putting that there.
That doesn't quite cut it.
Yeah, the adventure ones are fun. They'll have a story and everything, and some of them are really good. Some of them are not. Some of them are really good.
Well, I've got the right idea.
Maybe. Hang on.
Still needs some work.
Like, this kind of looks like it should be able to bump into something. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Yes, yes. Yes.
Well, I've got the right idea.
Okay, almost. Let's try it over there. I love that we get to build the Rube Goldberg machine. It's ridiculous.
Well, I've got the right idea.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this is gonna be it. I think this is it. Yes.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Oh gosh, this poor man.
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
Bess, you menace. Hey look, that's how you sneeze. Ooh, beaded curtain. That's fun. Oh, right. His mystical toaster.
I need to go through that box for Nancy, then get the nose spray for Lamont.
Stops people from sneezing. We think it works, maybe.
Cute dog.
An iguana in a pirate suit. Okay. So I happen to have memorized the answer to this one, I think. All right, 1, 3, 32. So What is that? Alright, let's see if I can remember. I remember what this is. I'm not entirely sure how this leads to it. There's only 4. And... One, 332. I don't know. Like, it's definitely looking for the letters from this. Right? Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna grab something. Okay, I'm back. And I have Top Secret, a handbook of codes, ciphers, and secret writing. So, let's see. How do you do the book cipher? Book code, page 19. Let's see. Okay, this says page number, but it has 1 and 8. And we only have 1 page. So... Okay. 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That would be an E. Okay, I don't want to write this down in case I'm wrong, but what E? I have not. 8, 3, 6, 3, 1, 2. E, T, 8, 14, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's not 14 though. So that can't be it. So I know how this works, but I have no idea how to get that.
Done.
Done. Done. Dun dun. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Count one letter. Well, yeah, but count what? For crying out loud. Okay, so... For sentence, maybe? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That would be a K. Yeah, K. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A-T? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. If we're supposed to be able to solve this now, then there should be... Then, like, we should have already seen a much, much better explanation for how this works, and I don't think I missed one. Like, I keep skipping it because I know what the stuff is. I'm looking this up because I want to know, what am I missing? Why is this not working? Like, the poor guy is sneezing infinitely. I feel bad. Right, Nancy Drew. Walk through. I need to... Hang on. Bless you. Hang on. What? What? No. You're kidding me. What? Okay, that does not make a lick of sense. That is an obtuse puzzle. The fact that it's on several lines means nothing, and you just count this many letters in the first 2 sentences. Like, you count the first letter, and you count the third letter. And you just, like, everything is the first 2 sentences. That's dumb. Alright, they're getting a point taken away for that. And wound. Pod. Dr. Belay, this completes our transaction. The Whisperer is now yours. Respect its power.
Whoa, this is weird. I better call Nancy and read this to her word for word.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, inside the box that this box is in, there's a couple of photographs. One's of a boy and a dog, and the other is of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
And did I mention that Lamont was very reluctant to talk about buying this box of stuff from Henry? Said he didn't want to get anyone in trouble, whatever that means.
Sounds like he or Henry, or possibly both, are up to something they shouldn't be. Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Poor Bess. Alright. Head up here. I just love this room. I feel like it would be so cozy to chillax in while it's raining. Like, it would sound so good in here. I'm gonna call Ned. Bait him.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, but she has been helping me.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
A scale model of the cemetery next door. Henry says his great-uncle Bruno made it so he could keep track of who was buried there. Apparently, Bruno used to oversee the cemetery. And right near the scale model, I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why would Skeleton Man be interested in the scale model of a cemetery?
Good question. Maybe I'll take a real good look around in there and see if I can find out.
Good idea.
Boomer says, I've got it. The skeleton man is Red Skelton. That explains everything. I was raised on Red Skelton. Luke was not. I find Red Skelton a lot funnier than he does.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. A little strange, maybe, but fine.
That's good to hear.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Aww.
Bruno Bole's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her, only she thinks, and with kind of good reason, that Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can try to bust him.
What's this kind of good reason stuff?
I know for a fact that Henry sold a box of Bruno's things to a local curio shop.
So this Renee person isn't just being paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
Boomer, I tried showing Luke I think the official title of it was When Television Comes. I always kind of remember it as the Guzzler's Gin program. And I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. And Luke did not get it at all. To be fair, he's tried to share some like internet humor stuff with me before that he thinks is hysterically funny, and I just do not understand at all. But it's so weird and random when like we'll have our sense of humor just not overlap at all. Yeah, I don't get cheat commandos. I really don't get it. I'm so sorry.
Right after Henry's great-uncle Bruno died, someone stole one of the paintings from his gallery. Just took the canvas and left the frame.
Anything else missing from the house?
I don't think so. At least no one has said anything. Of course, the only people here are Henry and Bruno's housekeeper, Renee. And this house is so full of stuff. Even if something else was missing, it would be ages until anyone noticed.
You think the missing painting ties in with your skeleton man somehow?
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea how it ties in, but my gut feeling is there's some kind of relationship between the two.
Well, if there is, I'm sure you'll find it.
Nothing more to report.
Call again, okay? Soon.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Okay.
Check.
Let's see. Aha. All right, we're gonna bother the iguana. You ready?
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead, after you put all those other books back.
Okay. Yeah, we can do this. First, that goes there. Same this one. This one. This one. This one. Yeah. Homer says they look like Easton Press books. Not familiar. Put this here. That there. That there. That'll go there. This'll go here. Ah ha 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 ha. Boom. Okay. Crystal Skulls, fact or fable? Hotchkiss, we know her. And she left her number. Okay. Da, 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 da. One of the most ancient and widespread legends known to humankind can be summed up thusly. Scattered over the earth are 13 humanoid skulls carved out of pure crystal. At some point in the future, fate will bring the 13 skulls together and they will speak, imparting wisdom that will save the human race from annihilation and usher in a golden era of peace and enlightenment. Okay. That's variation. Mayan, Incan, Aztec. Repository of information. Created by extraterrestrials. There you go, Luke. Skulls are ancient, skulls are magical. The distinctive gifts they offer their owners reputedly include precognition, clairvoyance, telekinesis, and, of course, immortality. Some variations combine all of the above. Okay. It's an interesting combo. It's both indisputable and intriguing about the general legend and its smaller, colorful variations. Is it several mysterious crystal skulls have indeed been discovered in the past millennium? I did such a deep dive on crystal skulls when I was like in middle school. Like really, really deep dive. This has stuff about a specific one that it's calling the Whisperer. Which allegedly conveyed immortality until the person holding it would inevitably be murdered by people who were jealous. Oh man. Okay. A death head carved from remarkably clear crystal. See, that's a vibe. Comer says, I'll bet they specialize in bare bones philosophy. Just... Curtis Caldwell's Cures and Curiosities. Alright. This is quite the provenance. Right. Yeah. Alright, what is known about the skull's previous owners could prove very useful in solving the mystery of where it disappeared to. For all the people who possessed it have had two things in common. They lived for an unusually long time, and they always, without exception, met with death at the hands of another. In other words, the trail that leads to the discovery of this particular crystal skull will likely be one that begins with murder. Murder, George, murder! Murder most foul. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched the Indiana Jones Crystal Skull movie. Oh, it's one of those library step stools. It's fun.
Yes?
I have been playing way too much Baldur's Gate. I need to slow down because I am wanting to save before every conversation.
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah.
Are you sure you don't know anything about it?
Yes. Anything else?
I'll check back with you later.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I've watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull a few times, and I quite liked it.
All done. All done. Check.
Comer says with the glass eye you can always see where your keys are. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can call Hotchkiss. Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, you were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Whitford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bollet. Nice and French. I'm a
scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Ugh.
Do you remember what you talked about?
If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
Okay, let's see.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
Thanks for your help.
Rock and roll!
Rock and roll, dear.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Okay. So... Gosh, I still doodle when it's a fictional phone. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Very gothic, very pretty.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Alright. Enjoy your lurk. A lurky evening. In the game, it's a murky evening. Taking a piece of charcoal. And I just need paper.
Yes?
Do you know where I could find some plain paper?
Thanks to that iguana, paper's like non-existent in here. Try asking Renee.
How come your great-uncle's crypt is in the garden and not in the cemetery?
Don't ask me. It's kind of weird. Apparently he built the crypt himself, but he never indicated in his will or anywhere else that that's where he wanted to be buried. I stuck his ashes in there anyway and had the thing inscribed. If that's not what he wanted, too bad.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
I feel like they should have gotten along. They're both weird.
Hello again.
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. I have to keep it hidden on account of that paper-thieving iguana. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Oh, I think I can handle that. Let's see. Ooh, also pretty. That's nice. Keeps it. Alright. There's our paper. That is a bulk stash of Cocoa Kringle bars. Like, are y'all seeing this? That is a lot of Cocoa Kringle.
One for Renee. And one for me. Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
Well, now I want a chocolate bar. Also, we don't just have to take one. There's so many she doesn't notice.
Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
I'm pretty sure you can keep eating them until you get sick. We'll come back. Let's see. Pickup powder. What did she buy that for? Okay, that's kind of cool how she's got like... It looks like it's a vanity, but the mirror is missing. And so she's using it as a drying rack. Okay, so she's doing all of her spooky stuff over here. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Let's see. And here. And here. And boop, boop. Okay. I can't snoop in that. Fine. Can't snoop there. There's a broken doll. That's not creepy in the slightest. Let's see. Goes in that one. I need those two. Okay, it's that one. Okay, yeah, that one, that one, that one. What am I missing? Oh, the dual squiggly lines. That one. Yeah, that one. Hey! Actually got one. Okay, I'm proud of myself. Then I need... Okay, I'm gonna need this one. And that one. That one. Where's the other one? There. so... And... Not that one. Okay, that one. And... That one? Yes. Okay. Would it be better to write them down? Maybe. But I'll just memorize the whole thing instead. Alright, so... I know I'll need that one. And... Yeah, those two. That one as well? Those are round dots. Okay, I will definitely need that. What? Not that. That. Where's the other one? Okay, like that, and then there's something with dots. Not that dot. One at the very top. Wait. That has different dots. Oh. Okay, so I need those three. And then what's the one that has three big dots in the middle? Okay, that one. Oh, okay, right there. Oh, dang it. Okay. One more. So, sure I need that. I might need that one too. Oh. Gosh, I keep clicking on the wrong things. Okay, definitely that. Yeah. Okay. That. Ah, okay. We have sounds on the wall. So... Right, we're translating. No. One of the noises is moo. Okay, and okay. I think that's it. Do you like her room? Weirdly big room. There's those Dutch angles again. They really like using those in the hallways. Alright, I'm gonna head back out to that crypt. Oh, wait. I should give her a chocolate bar.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Were you in the house when Dr. Bollé passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bollé lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bollé and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bollé, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bollé was gone.
What was he doing by the front door?
I assume he saw Gilbert coming and was going to open the door for him. Not that there was any need. As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
I understand that Dr. Bollé had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He trained them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Did he ever teach you how to make them do their tricks?
I never cared to learn. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bollé, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room, do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
A spirit?
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
Good thing I already translated it.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for coming by.
Okay. And then we'll go to the crypt because we've got our paper now. Okay. This one we already have. It's all swoop. Okay. It's got a wiggly worm. Already have that one. And okay, nice. So back to the house. Oh, I can close that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. And this one. Yeah, that one's coffin. Okay, we found a key. We love finding keys. Those are the best. Henry's not here, but we can't snoop his stuff. Sad. Hmm. Wow, he actually like went full library with his library and has little reference cards. Luke, I'm not saying we need to do that, however. We have kind of a lot of books. All right then. Ooh. Fun. Wouldn't hurt to have some kind of catalog. Uh-huh.
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
What was it doing here? Interesting. Like one of these days we're gonna wind up just doing our whole library in the Dewey Decimal System just so that we have a way to categorize everything.
Yes?
I'm going to keep looking around.
Sounds good.
Can't ask him why he was out bawling in the cemetery. Man. Alright. Look at this thing. T. E. I think that's an F. M. H. A. Is that a P or D? Well, that's a poodle dog, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Here. T for toothbrush. A. Ooh! Ah ha ha! Secret tunnel! Okay.
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay?
What do you mean, something else?
You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant I don't have it now, but I will soon, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man.
I do not understand the choices that some men make. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Three, 4. Oh, shoot. I mess this up every time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. I said I don't understand the choices some men make, and Luke said neither do they. Fair. Okay, so that's 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3. Okay, boom. And so opening that gave me 2 clues. Because, well, 3 if we count Henry has terrible taste in women. That's a cool cover, actually. I like that. Ah, there's an eye in it. Surprise! That one's like a reptile eye. This guy got creative.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
We can't ask him to explain himself. Okay. So... Sit be gone, spider. Scram. Okay. Okay. Yeah, am scray. Get lost, but good. Click. Alright. Ta-da! Secret room! Huh? Have a game. Oh yeah. This game. I'm gonna try making it all chickens and seeing if we get a Easter egg. Yeah. Plucked, but we didn't get anything. Sad. Oh my gosh, Luke says, playing Tears of the Kingdom, I just tamed a bear and tried to stable him, but the stable hand would only cower in terror. Whoops. You're that guy who's trying to ride a bear into town. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What if I... There's like a yellow one? What if I do all chickens now? I think that this room is playing one of the tunes from... Yeah, that's Secret of the Old Clock music, right? Okay. Alright. 9 then. It just clucked. No egg. This one kind of looks like a dartboard? Alright.
This must be where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found. Let's see how we're doing.
Not very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that, like 25? Oh, radioactive symbol. That would make sense. And we have found 7. Weird doll. The blue D ka pa
Pa sa lu pa di mu pa.
And we got a bright blue eye. Also a token. And something with a skull and crossbones. The last denizen buried on my guard will start you a hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth, till tiny treasure you discover. Okay.
something for you?
Definitely not nightmare fuel. Mm-hmm. Ah.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
Man. Alright. Ooh.
Gotcha.
Ha! This one's got a bullseye. Calendar for 2000 and something. He has Skull and Crossbones meetings. Arg.
May 31st. That's today.
Wait, this game is in May? It's May here. What? Rampart and Domain. Well, that's where Bess is. Scuttle Bones. Okay. Alright, he was in some kind of pirate club. On this day, 1952. Dadgum, he was old. Jolly Roger crew of New Orleans hereby invites Dr. Bruno Sinclair Bollet to join its hallowed ranks. Speak of this to no one save the man who's championed you, and will, should you accept this invitation, serve as your sponsor during the initiation process, Dr. Gilbert Buford. Welcome. Bruno, as usual, a good time was had by all, your friend and fellow Jolly Roger, Gilbert. Well, there's some skeleton men. Alright, short stories for tired eyes. Oh, alright. Okay, time will tell. Oh, man. Oh, this one's rough. Okay. Exactly midday. Teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? 3. Okay, hang on. Oh gosh, 9 hours before 5. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this is it. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6. Okay. Yeah, 6 numbers. I think that's it for that one. Alright. High noon. Stepped in this 5 hours ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 10. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then 2, 1, maybe? Maybe. We'll see. Or... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Five. I hope I'm right about these. I don't know if I am, but okay. We'll try it. Titles the thing, additions the hook. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Welcome back, Boomer. How you doing? Oh dear. Oh, that one's tough. Okay. Start where Charlie Wicker sleeps. Tread lightly on ground that sinks and seeps. Charlie will give you directions, but count on my shovel to find the way. Okay. Charlie Wicker. Master of Buzzards. Okay. So... And... something like that. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that with us. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw that out. And it's tough because it's reversed. The Quincy T. Booker's teeth one is just like, it's hard. I struggle with it anyway. Oh, thank you. That was nice. All right. See. E again. That's a lot of E's. Like I'm playing bananagrams. right. Have a good day, Boomer. Thanks for visiting. Hey, ancient bubblegum. We got a blue one. Nancy will eat anything. Ooh. I did a bookcase. That's nice. Okay. Roy says Monopoly's been a game for 188 years. That is a long time to be playing Monopoly. I think there might be Monopoly games that have been going on for that long. Luke says that's how long it usually feels like a game of Monopoly takes. 5, 8. Two. Okay, that's one. Bright purple. Okay. Again. 7. 10. 3. 2. Okay, that's 2. Oh, that one's very reptilian. Maybe like a cat's eye? I think that one's a cat's eye. In 94 years, Florence, no, I still won't trade Boardwalk for St. James. Cat's eye one is cool. And 8, 10, 4, 9, 10. Huh? Oh my gosh, I got them all right. I never get them all right on the first try. Ooh, that one's got like a neon green thumbprint? That's cool. Like, this game makes me bummed that we can never meet this Bruno guy, because he seems cool. Alright, Luke, when should we wrap up? Should we be wrapping up? I feel like we probably should. Right? Charlie Wicker. Whatever his name was. Seeping Meadow. About 969. Alright. Now we'll call it. So let me save the game because otherwise I will forget. Alright. Yeah, we'll call it. So I believe I should be back tomorrow. Usual time, 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll be doing some House Flipper. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in a house flipping mood. So until then, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were able to spend this time with me, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.